Hi, it's nice to see you again. I'm letting my bangs grow out and they're just like, you know, that in-between stage. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. I just feel like I'm so boring, and I know I've said that in many videos. I don't want to bore you guys because I feel like I'm boring. So I've unpacked a little bit more. I've kind of put the things that I haven't unpacked in a couple of areas, and I hope on my next days off that I can clear everything out. And with my second sign-on bonus and my income tax, I will have like shelving and stuff to put a lot more stuff away. I can't wait to give you guys a tour of my apartment. I've had a couple of visits, the same things that I've been having. They're checking on my foot. This happened last night. I was on my phone, waiting for my pills to kick in. And this started while I was still on my phone. I felt my foot was outside of the blanket and sheet, and I felt their little energy fingers. You could just feel it like encasing my foot, and then they were doing something on the inside of it, and I felt like little nerve pricks. You know, like when you bump your elbow and that little sting. That's what I was feeling, and I was okay with that. I know they're doing something to it. I don't know what. But actually, yesterday it was pretty painful. We have a cold front coming in, and I think that's why it was pretty painful, and maybe that's what they were doing. And today it felt better, actually. Not 100%, but better. And for those of you who don't know, I had Achilles tendon surgery April of 2021. It's a very long recovery, and it takes forever to heal. It's a lower limb, furthest from the heart. Blood gets there last. And on top of that, you use it all the time, and weight is on it, and you know, your ankle is doing this all day. Although my job is sit down job, which I'm grateful for. My ring light, it's a very small ring light. It's getting dimmer and dimmer. I usually charge it, but I had to unplug it to plug something else in. Other than that, we were sent home today because of the snow, ice storm we're supposed to be getting starting later tonight. And it's like in the 50s right now, but around 6 o'clock it's going to be below freezing. So they want us to be safe, and they send us home with our laptop and everything so we can work from home, which is good because I can't afford to miss work at all. Being the only money maker and living alone, I can't miss a day. Not much going on in my life. I wish there was much going on in my life. I have a hypnosis that I'm going to do Saturday. I'm excited about that. He hypnotized me this past weekend or the weekend before, and that turned out pretty good. Nothing much that I really want to share because I like to keep some stuff private. I will say that I was happy with what was going on. I need to re-listen to it. I recorded it, so I need to listen to it again. I still need to do a video on how hypnosis works from beginning to end and things that can happen and stuff like that. I know I touched base on it not too long ago. I didn't write things down, and I was just going off my head about it, and I missed a lot of things that I wanted to touch base on. So I think what I'm going to do is like take notes and write it down from beginning to end and what can happen, and go off my notes that way. That way I won't miss anything, and it's more interesting for you. I had a good weekend. My son took me out for my birthday to eat a steak dinner. It was late, but it was just a miscommunication, and so we just did it late. No big deal. I still enjoyed myself. Then my two oldest daughters came over Sunday, and we played Yahtzee. Had King Burrito, which is an awesome burrito Mexican place, and then they went home, and I went to bed because I had to get up at 5 o'clock. I will say I'm enjoying my apartment. I sleep really good in my bedroom. I'm not sure what about it makes me sleep so good. And I will say, oddly enough, when I wake up in the mornings, I feel that I will discuss this, and this might have something to do with what I'm waking up to. I was going to say, I wake up to what I sense is an animal in the room. And I only say this because I guess it's a years long habit of my dog that had passed and my daughter's dog both slept in the same room with me. When I'd wake up, they'd be there. And my daughter's dog snored. So did my dog. So when I wake up, I have a feeling that there's an animal in the room. I don't know if I should go off of that feeling or not. But with all the visits I'm getting and stuff, there's nothing that doesn't surprise me anymore. That being said, the topic I wanted to touch on, which is a good topic for this video, is I think there are one or more entities in my apartment. And the reason why I say that is because I hear things moving, clanking, paper rattling. Well, I was waiting for my son to pick me up the other night. It sounded like I have plastic totes in here, and I have, some things inside of the totes. And while I was waiting for him, it sounded like one was scooting across the linoleum floor. And it was doing it for like maybe 3 seconds. And I look over there and I'm like, what is that? What is that? I didn't see anything moving, but that's what it sounded like. I don't know what it was. I don't know if you heard that. It's my neighbor slamming the door. Sometimes it wakes me up in the middle of the night. The other night, I had my dryer going and the dishwasher going. And it's a little loud, not excruciating, but a little loud. And if I leave my bedroom door open and the bathroom door, then it's loud and I can't hear my TV. So, and keep in mind that my bathroom has 2 doors. One that goes in from the kitchen and one goes in from my bedroom. So I closed one door to the bathroom, closed my bedroom door, and I was climbing in bed. Now, keep in mind I was doing dishes, and you're gonna say, oh, that was a sound coming from the dishwasher. I'm here to say it wasn't, because it sounded like there was glass in the sink and somebody put another piece of glass on top of it, or silverware or something. It was glass clinking. Now, on top rack of my dishwasher, I put all my Ozark Trail cups, which are these, all on the top. And there are a couple of ceramic bowls that I put on there. But they're heavy, they're not gonna clunk around, and it would be clunking more than once. And on the bottom, I don't think there was anything. I think I had pots and pans, maybe 1 or 2 plates, and they're far enough apart where they're not gonna clunk. And I stopped and I was listening and I'm like, what was that? And I'm not scared. Whatever is here, I'm not scared of. Sorry about my red nose, I just looked at it. I have to wear a mask at work. I was watching TV one night, and you know how you're like watching TV and you hear something but you're not really paying attention, and then all of a sudden it continues so long, then you're like, what is that? And you turn and see what it is. It's like where you're in an office and somebody's clunking their pen, what do you call it? The plunger part of the pen, and they're click, 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 click. And you're working, you hear it, but you're not paying attention. But then all of a sudden they do it so long, it's just like, what is that? It was like a paper, like a Walmart bag rattling. And I'm like, what is that? And I turn and look, and of course there's nothing there. So I'm like, I heard a noise. And I'm like, okay, hello. There's, as long as they're friendly, they're welcome. No big deal. I want to add also, I need to add one of these one day. When I get my bedroom situated, I will play my Ring camera that I leave in there at night for you one day. But I did it here the other night, and you can see that there's so much clutter in there right now. And so I don't really want to show you. But on the Ring camera, I didn't see anything until the very end, and it was an orb that shot from the ceiling down toward my chest, but beside my arm. It didn't go into my chest. But shortly before the orb came into camera, which is night vision, I had my arm over my stomach. Between my arm and my stomach, underneath my arm, it lit up. You could see a light. You really had to be paying attention, and it was like a dim light, and then the orb comes down. And so I'm like, what? And I put my finger on the bar, rewinding and replaying and rewinding, and I'm like, underneath my arm lit up. What was that about? So yeah, that's interesting. I I might look at it again tonight while I'm editing, or tomorrow. It's late right now, so I don't think I will edit tonight. I have to go to bed and get up early. Yeah, I'll look at it, and if I feel it's not too bad, then I might add it in the video. And if I do, it'll be at the end. Of course, you'll know that because I just told you. So that's all that I've got going on right now. I guess this video is not boring after all. I didn't intend on talking about the entities in here or the ring camera or whatever, but now you know. So I'm going to end this video here. I hope you're doing well, and I'm so glad that you have stuck with me. It makes me happy, and I'm glad that my lackness in videos, if that makes sense, has kept you around. I'm grateful for that. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm sending you all love, light, and peace. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.